All right, we're back. So, this is Unit 2, Section 4, homework. This is domain and range, and I'm doing the first page, numbers 1 through 10. Okay? So, for each of these, it says write the domain and range for each relation. So, I have a set of ordered pairs for each of these. I need to simply write the domain and the range for each problem. So, starting with the first one. If you remember, domain is x, range is y, and so I just need, from my domain, I just need to write all of my x values and range all of my y values. Okay, so if it helps, if you go up to the ordered pairs, we can label these x and y. So I'm going to do that. And now, I simply copy all of my x values into domain, copy all of my y values into range. And if anything repeats, I don't have to write it twice, or 3 or 4, however many times it shows up. So I only have to write each number one time. Okay, so for domain, I do my fancy bracket. And I'm just going to go in order left to right. So I have -5, 3, 5, and 6. Okay, and that's it for domain. For range, I'm going to write all the y's. Now notice on the y's, I have 6 and 6. So because it repeats, I only have to write it one time. Okay, so I'm going to start with fancy bracket. Then I do -6, 6, and -5. And because that repeats, I don't have to write it again, so I'm done. And that is my answer for number 1. Moving on to number 2. Same thing. So I have x, y, x, y, x, y, x, y. Okay, domain. If I look, sometimes I look ahead just to see if any repeats. That way I don't accidentally write them more than once. So 2, 5, 6. Okay, so I have 6 and 6 again, so I'm not going to repeat those. So I have -2, 5, and 6. And that's it. Range, -2, 6, -2, 1. So I don't write the -2 twice. So I have -2, 6, and 1. And I'm done. So see, these are not too bad. I would say this is probably the easiest part. Okay, 3. I'm just going to keep doing the same thing. X, Y, X, Y, X, Y, X, Y. Domain is X, range is Y. Okay, bracket. None of those repeat, so I have -7, -1, 2, and 7. And that's it. For range, none of those repeat. So I have bracket, -1, -4, 2, and 6. And that's it. And that was a terrible bracket. I will do better next time, I promise. Or I'll try. I don't know, sometimes they just come out weird because it's just a weird one to write anyways. All right, 4. Start off labeling because labeling helps. And if anything, if you label and you get it wrong, you can go back and say, oh, look, I labeled that one wrong. That was my mistake. If you just write the numbers, you may not know what happened if you do miss it for some reason. Okay, so x is -1 repeats. So I have -2, -1, and 3. Okay. That was a little better. All right, y's, -5. Okay, 3's repeats, so I have -5, 3, and 6. Maybe if I slow down, it won't be so bad. And look, I'm done with 4. Moving on to 5. Look at that, we're almost halfway done, and it's the same thing. All your x's and y's. Good thing they're not x's and o's. That'd be weird. Okay. Domain, -1, -1, 2, 7. So, -1, 2, and 7. Pretty easy. Oh no, it's blurry. Maybe. Okay. Well, I mean, you have the paper in front of you. So we have 2, -4, 2, and 6. So I have 2. There it goes. -4. 2 I don't write again. And 6. And I'm done with that one. See, I'm liking this page. This page is easy. Too easy. Now I'm just going to keep repeating what I do. Alright, so domain, -6, -3, 3, 3. So I have -6, -3, and 3. And I'm done. Range, -4, 2, 1, negative. Okay, none of those repeat. So -4, 2, 1, and -2. That's it. Some of y'all are probably thinking, man, if this could just be a test, that'd be great. I know, right? X, Y, X, Y, X, Y, X, Y. Where's Z? Don't worry, we don't get to Z. Not in this class. There is a Z, but not now. Okay, so X's, I have 4, 4, 5, 5. So I just have 4 and 5. That's it. Because they repeat, I don't have to write them twice. Okay, range. 5, -4, -2. Okay, none of those repeat. So 5, -4, -2, and 2. Oh man, that was terrible. Okay, a little better. Number 8. The Ocho. Okay. Thinking of Dodgeball, the movie. ESPN 8, The Ocho. I wonder if they'll ever get up to that number. I think they already have 3. ESPN 3. Something like that. Okay. Domain. 4, 5, 5, 5. Oh, so I have 4 and 5. That's it. -2, 2, -2, 4. So -2, 2, and 4. And that's it. And I'm done. See, that's not so bad. I know, I keep getting all these different colors. Makes it easier to differentiate with the problems. So a bunch of X's and Y's. So domain, X, -5, -2, 4, 4. So I have -5, -2, and 4. Okay, and range is Y, -1, -2, -4, 3. -1, -2, -4, and 3. And that's it. And look at that, we're already on our last one. I know, sad time. We're almost over. But at least this is easy. There's not a whole lot to explain here. You label, and then you copy X's on domain, range on Y, and that's it. So I have -1, 3, 6, and 6. So -1, 3, 6. Okay, then I get 0, -1, -2, 5. 0, -1, -2, and 5. And I'm done. And look, we are done with the first page, which means we are done with this video.